And we are live as Manchester United versus Aston Villa playing away. However, we have named an unchanged team for the fifth game running, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I don't think there's anyone who would have changed anything about that team lineup. So a lot of talking points, but really, is there? I mean, this seems relatively straightforward today, if you ask me. And that's how it should be. However, United in the past have always let us down. Here he is. Benja's first one in the comments. United in the past have always let us down, but I just don't think this United team's up to doing that, if I'm being honest. So I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the game. Kicks off at 1:15. Jesse Lingard not in the matchday squad yet again. It's not a shocker for me. I think that's about the right decision. So let's start it from top to bottom. De Gea in goal, standard. Wan-Bissaka right back every day of the week. Bit surprised Lindelof starts today. Potential injury. I think it's more of a risk to play an injured Lindelof than it is to play Bailly at the minute. So I think it's the right decision. Maguire and Shaw. Shaw's in for his critics in a minute, but I don't think Williams should be starting over him just yet. Matic, Pogba, Fernandes midfield. It's probably the best midfield in the world. Rashford, Martial, Greenwood up top. Probably the best front three in the world right now. Marcus is here. Best lineup possible, Benja. Mark, I want to get you on one of these, Mark, if you're happy to. Jay Hart, must win. Every game's a must win now. We need to win every game till the end of the season. But I think we've well got the capabilities to do that. That front three, that front six, Matic, new contract, Pogba, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, to be honest. We're going to go for Aston Villa's team in a little while because I always enjoy doing that. But firstly, that I don't know what more you can say about it. The proof's in the pudding. And they've been cooking up that pudding for the last few weeks, and it's tasted delicious. Greenwood's absolutely the best, most exciting young player in world football right now. We've got Bruno Fernandes, who's the most creative player in world football right now. You've got a new role for Paul Pogba, a new life to Paul Pogba, which I'm liking. Not getting headlines. The best thing that could have happened to him, in my opinion. Playing very, very well. Can I wear a mask? I mean, you don't have to be on visuals if you don't want. You can come on and chat. It's cool. Do whatever you want, Mark. We're easy. Always like doing this. So let's go through the Aston Villa lineup. I like to see how many of them I actually know. They've got Tyrone Mings, haven't they? I mean, who's that? In goal, correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like it's Pepe Reina. Wow. Surely he's like 90 now. Fuck me. If we can't score against Pepe Reina, fuck. Right back, they look like they've got a guy called Konza. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Konza. He is a con. He's a con that he even plays football, if I'm being honest. Maybe at left back, some guy called Taylor, the most generic name in world football. Could be any Taylor. There's about 100 Taylors in the Premier League. Nobody cares about him. Tyrone Mings, centre back, half decent player. I'll let him have that. I'll let him have Tyrone Mings. And House at centre back, which again is just a generic German name. I'm going to predict he's German. We're going with German. Looks very German to me. Gets a little bit more interesting up top, though. You ready for this? Who's that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Mings scored against us last time. Don't underestimate him. I don't think Mings did. I think it was Grealish. Or was there 2 goals against us? Who the fuck is Konza? Right. Douglas Luiz. I don't actually know about him. I mean, I'm taking it that he's Brazilian. Douglas and Luiz. I'm sure that there's 5 Brazilian players called Douglas, and we know have a really shit Luiz who's Brazilian. Douglas Luiz, is he the best of both worlds? Is he shit at defending and shit going forward as well? We shall see. McGinn, take it he's Irish. El Ghazi, yeah, we've heard of him. He's actually a little bit of a handful on his day. Grealish, future Man United player, absolutely sick. Trezeguet, I mean, Trezeguet retired for Deportivo La Coruña about 15 years ago, so I don't know who the hell this guy is. And Samata, sounds a little bit like pita bread. Luis, good career mode player, apparently. Ah, interesting. El Konza and Neil Taylor. Ezri Konza. So my question to you is Ezri Konza any good? Is he any good? Be honest. That's a team of farmers. Their bench is absolutely embarrassing. The best player on that is probably El Mohammadi, who is laughable. Let's go over to Man United's bench because we haven't got Lingard in it again. I mean, Lingard, not even a bench warmer these days. It's delicious. Let's move this tab over to here. There we go. Konza is okay. Different Trezeguet. Max, how you doing, by the way? On and off the pitch is in here. That is Mr. Rodney. I don't know why the build up. Just fancied it. Our bench, Romero, best backup keeper in the history of football. Bailly, huge potential, injury prone. Williams, the most exciting left back in world football. Andres Pereira, the most overhyped player in world football. Fred, the most underrated midfielder in world football. McTominay, the biggest beast in world football. Daniel James, the quickest player in world football. Mata, the most stylish player in world football. And Igalo, who is the best Nigerian ever. So our bench is absolutely lit. If Wan-Bissaka can keep Grealish out of the game, then there won't be a game. That's so true, Mark. Denying that Grealish's goal come from the inside before as well, inside of that left-hand channel that Wan-Bissaka should have been defending. However, I actually think on that day it was the right winger's fault for not tracking back. It's one thing that really gets looked over. People ignore the fact that Greenwood tracks back. He really does. He grasps for the team. He's not your CR7s that wants to go forward and that's it. He's an absolute team player. And I think it's not just his goals and his overall brilliance and his assists and his just world-beating potential that's keeping him in this team. It's his overall team playerness. You need to help me out here, guys. I'm on a waffle. Pereira bigger than Ronaldinho, Kaká, Pelé, Rivaldo. I'll take it. Barron and Wan-Bissaka. That's actually sick. But yeah, I think that's what makes Greenwood. Good to see Martial in the game today, in the goals today. And do you know what? I want to see a really, really good, solid performance from Rashford. What I am going to say about Rashford, I don't know if you guys agree with me or have noticed this as well, but look, he's probably, if we've seen Rashford pre-injury was 100% Marcus Rashford, I think we're seeing 60% of Marcus Rashford. However, it's obvious that he's not willing to run as much or he's not willing to attack the ball as much at the minute. I think this is just a phase, but he's improved on his passing somewhat. I mean, his passing range is absolutely insane at the minute. I've actually seen Rashford hit passes, should have had way more assists, if I'm being honest. So he's obviously added something really key to his game that he was really lacking before, if you ask me. What he's missing at the minute is just that Rashfordness, that just attack the ball, attack the players. However, I think that's maybe slightly still injured, or if he's, I was speaking to Banter in the comments the other day, and Banter said that he just needs to like fall on his back just so he realizes it isn't going to hurt him anymore. Feels like he needs to get clattered to realize that actually he can ride a challenge now. I think he's scared at the minute, which happened, big bad injuries. He had a operation on his back, didn't he? I mean, it's not ideal. So it'd be good to see a little bit more of a Rashford-like performance from Rashford. I never actually seen it written down. I have a slight impairment, but thanks for the correction. Good call. Rodders. Raving Rodders. So we've got Rodders and we've got Marcus in the house. I think I may be wrong here, but Marcus is doing the half-time, and I think Marcus is doing full-time as well. And Marcus always puts on a great full-time and half-time stream. If you ask me, I think that his full-time ones are better than his half-time ones, but I'll tune into both and see if he can turn that tide. Matic, new contract, deserved. If you ask me, yeah, I've got nothing. Do you know what? I said this the other day. I said this last Sunday. This is just great, isn't it? Like, I'm going fuck all negative to say about these guys. Matic, GOAT. Pogba, GOAT. Fernandes, GOAT. I could just sit here and smile and tell you how fucking good we are in a minute. It's how it should be. So, I feel like we should bring some negativity to the stream. Can't all be positive. So let's go back to Aston Villa. Who is playing up top for Aston Villa today? I really want to know. Who's their striker? Hard chilling right now. How many years until we see someone as talented as Greenwood come out of our academy? It's actually mad. The mad thing about Greenwood is that, and I said this last Sunday as well, is that with your Chongs and your Gomez's, it seems like they've been lurking around our academy forever, all waiting for this breakthrough, and it's never really come. No manager's really ever given them a chance. And Greenwood, like, when you've got a talent as mad as Greenwood, it's not about a manager giving him a chance. It's about him literally smashing the chance for himself. Greenwood's, for me, as he wasn't given the chance. He has to be played. Like, there's just no ends on it. Was the first manager to... I'm not comparing Greenwood to Messi here, so this statement's going to sound wank, but was the first manager to play Messi giving Messi a chance? Of course he fucking wasn't. He saw how fucking good he was and thought, yeah, that'd do. That'd do, lads. So is this Trezeguet playing up front, or is it Samata? Let's have a look. He's a striker. Mwamba Samata. Okay. Born in 1992, so he's 2 years younger than me, which means he's only 16. Aston Villa. 8 appearances. 1 goal. Sorry. Okay, this is what we're up against. Lindelof Maguire, 8 appearances. 1 goal. Okay, so now we've got Trezeguet. Have a look at this guy. Giving you all the good stats here. Where does he play? Midfielder. He's not even a striker. Fuck's sake. 15 appearances, though. 3 goals. Shouldn't laugh. We're going to lose this, aren't we? Spurs can't score against Bournemouth. Lol. I really want Spurs to win this game as well because... I want Arsenal to finish below them. I just want to look and see what the score is right now. Still 0-0. That's absolutely insane. And what's the other game? Still 1-0. Wow. Let's be honest as well, right? For so many years, Manchester United was always the most televised televised football team because of how entertaining our games were. And we lost our way a little bit, let's be honest. No neutral has ever enjoyed watching Van Gaal and Mourinho style of football. However, right now, the whole world's going to be watching Man United. Like, our games are absolutely fire. That Bournemouth game was one of the most fun, entertaining pieces of football I've watched in a long time. And actually, VAR kind of added a little bit to the suspense as well. Some questionable calls were made, but hey-ho. But I think it was... Is that RGB rain effect on your RAM? Yes, it is. I can change it for you, Mark, if you want. I mean, I shouldn't really do it during stream. Are you VAR in? I am 100%, but I think they're using it wrong at the minute and they need to refine it. It's his first ever season. I called it at the start of the season and I think I've been absolutely vindicated. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. Anyway, I think I was vindicated in saying it that Man United were going to get loads of penalties when VAR was introduced, due to the fact that we have quick, technical, skillful players in and around the box, and they always get fouled, and referees never give us penalties, never have. Now with VAR, it seems that we're getting a lot. We literally are scoring penalties galore. Fernandes has scored 8 goals, isn't he, or something? I swear half of them are penalties. You should be offside if all of your body is in an offside position. Do you know how I think they should do it, Max? And I may be wrong here, but I don't give a fuck. I think that it should literally just be your feet. I think if you're running and you're leaning across, I can't see how your body can be offside. I think they should just draw a line on people's toes. Just give it that. Easy. Done. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind VAR. I really don't mind VAR. I actually like it. I like knowing that the right call has been made. And look, Man United or Varchester United, as other teams like to call us, we benefited a lot from VAR. We've got a lot of penalties. There's not been a lot of times where I've gone, oh shit, we've been done out here by VAR. Like, a lot of penalties. You know, we wouldn't have got through the Champions League against PSG, one of our greatest achievements in the last 10 years, if it wasn't for VAR, you know, and a dog shit rule that needs to be changed. Who are you talking to? They're muttering around. Which body part can you score with? We did get denied a penalty against Palace, but this, for me, that's like a 1 ratio against 10. Liverpool benefited greatly from VAR. Liverpool, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, the top good teams. So VAR will create more of a gap, if you ask me, because the good teams will benefit more because the shit teams like to foul in and around the box, and referees in the past have been slightly lenient against them because it's hard not to. But they can't do that anymore. The rules are set. You've got to do what you've got to do. So on that, I am VAR in. That Medjbury. Is it Medjbury? Is that how you say it? Medjbury? It does look like a bit of a talent. Got a feeling Villa might get something out of this game, but I'll predict a 3-1 win for us. It's interesting that you're going to predict that we are going to concede a goal, Maxi boy. I would like to think that fucking after the last game, both Maguire and De Gea, who were both equally as at fault for that goal, no one should. Both can be blamed in equal rights. We'll both fucking switch on. The more worrying thing from De Gea for me is they did hit the post again shortly after that, and it was near post again. So De Gea, but I got faith in De Gea that he's gone away for the rest of this 5 days and just worked on fucking near post, because De Gea has always been famously sick at his near post. I don't want him to turn into Manuel Neuer, because honestly, he is the biggest fraud in world football. Near post merchant. Do you think VAR played a part in Smalling going out on loan? I think Smalling played a part in Smalling going out on loan. Look, mate, Smalling's gone over to Roma and he looks half decent player. That's absolutely fair, but he should never come back to Manchester United. He's never going to be good enough. Chris Smalling will always pull a Chris Smalling, as Phil Jones will always pull a Phil Jones. The years of Smalling and Jones centre back, I'm so pleased we are fucking beyond them now. I just think Smalling's performances. Smalling, let me get this right, okay? Because I don't just want to hammer players for the sake of hammering. That's not what I'm about. Smalling under Van Gaal for 1 season or 2, and maybe even just under Van Gaal was fucking phenomenal. I remember thinking, give that guy a fucking centre back. Like he was at one point the best centre back we absolutely have. So he had his time and moments at United, bullied Messi absolutely, but he just sort of, when you play for a top tier team that Manchester United or like we are striving to be, you need to be more than just your average. Okay, now he was an amazing centre back defensively. However, there was a mistake in him, but on the ball he was so bad. He was so bad. Smalling's that sort of defender. What we've got in Maguire now is a centre back who can take the ball. The midfielders can go off and find themselves space, and he can find them. What we had with Smalling was a midfielder would have to come back in, stand next to him, for them to offload the ball to him, for then the midfielder to find a midfielder, and then you've taken a midfielder out of the game. And you wonder why we can never get the ball out of defence or pass forward, or everyone was marked. You need everyone to be finding space. That's why I love Maguire. You know, he really takes it upon himself to search for that ball. Look, all of his passes are not fantastic, but he's got the confidence to take it forward, find a pass, give the midfielder space, open up the opposition's midfield and defence. How many times is Smalling kick it out for a throw-in? Anyone seen that clip on Twitter of him playing for Roma the other day and it was passing it out for a throw-in? We do need another centre-back or two. Just one for me at the minute max. I like to think the next season, we'll get some games. If he gets fit, I think we need another absolute worldie. Okay, Thiago Silva, as Santan would tell you. Smalling bullied Messi. He's so weird. I think we're going for a centre back in the summer. I think we're going for a centre back and Jadon Sancho. But enough of that. Let's talk about today's game against these fucking inbred farmers. I've never understood that term CDM. If you have two, then surely you have an LDM and an RDM. I mean, yes, but you're just finding the technicality in the term. Do you know what I mean? I get it. But it's a bit like saying playing two up top. You've got two strikers. We haven't. You've got a left forward and a right forward, but it's just a technicality. You know, potatoes, isn't it? Something like that. You what? Back to these farmers. I mean, Samata's a joke. he's absolutely a joke. You're a striker, mate. You scored 1 goal. Right. Yeah, I mean, the good news is you know, every team we play, their goalkeeper always pulls a worldie on us, but at least we know Pepe Reina just doesn't have it in him. Just doesn't have it in him. So, it's a dub right there. Gomez is trending. That'll be Andre Gomez. He's a matter of starting striker. He absolutely is. Some shitter. I'm going to call it. You got Marcus on at half time and Marcus on at full time. I may join Marcus at full time, but it depends how I'm feeling. I may not, but I may do. But his half time stream. Make sure you're there. Anyone got anything else to say? Because I haven't. No, thought not. We're going to win. It's going to be great. We're going to be hyping. Marcus is going to have a 5 stream afterwards. Like, share, and sub. We're near 50 subs, which is actually crazy. So if you all can create second counts and sub as well, that'd be great. Do it banter would be the best thing you ever do. Score predictions. Shit, I didn't do that. Mark's saying 3-0. I'm saying 4-0. 4 Chester United at the back. That's it. Shit on. See you later.